Hello and welcome. So today we are going to talk about another way that you can use the Metahuman Character Creator in version 5.6 of Unreal Engine to create your own custom characters. The first two videos I did of this subject, the first one was just a general look at the character creator itself. The second one was based on Metahuman DNA and how to use that. So today we're going to talk about Metahuman identities. Now, identity files are a way that you can import a model into Unreal Engine and basically change that model into, at least facial wise in this tutorial, a metahuman that you can later on edit. So the way that this is done, I discussed in another video that I did some time ago on importing DAZ characters into Unreal Engine and creating metahumans. The process is just to, if you're familiar with DAZ Studio, you can import the character into Unreal Engine, and then you can set that up with a Metahuman DNA. I'm not going to go over that process on this one. If you need to learn how to do it, then refer to that video on my channel. The way we're going to do this is we're going to assume that you already have that process down. So what I've done here is I keep a folder called editable characters. That is the format used in order to use the Metahuman Manager if you're going to package your metahumans and try to sell them on a platform like Fab. So that with metahumans entails just using a name for the character. I usually use MHC in the front for metahuman character, underscore, and then the name, in this case Katrina. And so I make that folder under this one, and then when I get to here I'll make another folder here, because this folder will be used in case with the metahuman character I'm going to create, which will be on this level. That folder can be used for any other accessories I want to use on that character to keep it all organized. So right now we right click, we're going to go to Metahuman Character, and we're just going to name it. Again, you want to keep the same naming convention that you are using all the way up the scope of your folders. So the character needs to be named the same as your folder is, and that's only for the process of using Metahuman Manager. But if you're going to do these and use them properly, you want to keep them organized, and this is just a way of doing it, and assures you if you want to package them up, try to put them on Fab or some other platform to sell them, you can do that. Okay, so we're going to open this up, and once the editor opens, you'll have your default character here, and just leave that character for the moment. Now what you're doing here is deciding, is my character male or female? Okay, so I know my character is going to be female. So what I'm going to do, you always want to do the body first, and we discussed this in the other video, and it holds true for this process also. So what I do is I'll just come down here and I'll pick one of these bodies. We'll go with this one. Okay, Okay, so I'll settle for that. Now I can do the process of the Metahuman ID. So we come to head, and then we're going to go to conform like we did previously. Only this time we're going to choose from identity. Okay. Then this will open up below. Look for a Metahuman Identity asset. Now, when you drop this down, it will scan and it will give you a list of all the assets that you have for identities. So today we're going to use Katrina, and I haven't tried her before. Now, this is another thing to keep in mind. You don't really want to use the eye and the teeth mesh from the actual Katrina identity. Sometimes that can mess with the process itself of the transformation of the face. So I usually uncheck those. Sometimes they work fine, other times they don't. You can try them and see how it works out. So again, just hit conform, and you see that the face changes to this particular Metahuman ID. Now from here, you can just do your normal things, get some material going, and then just start building on either that face, because that's the one you imported anyway, so this is really what you were looking for basically. But you want to go around the head, just make sure everything looks proper, and then you can start building your metahuman from there. So it's just a simple process, but it is an easy way of creating some kind of character. Or if you just keep in mind, I used a DAZ character, a DAZ Studio character, to do this process. I use them quite a bit. I create them in DAZ Studio because I have other tools I can use there that I can create characters with. Have a little bit more control, and then I'll bring them in. But you can do it with any particular model, as long as you can, the head is the main thing when it comes to this particular method of creating a character. So we're going to leave it at that, and hope you gained a little bit more knowledge, and we'll move on to the next tutorial soon here. So thank you, and if you like the video, please give me a like or subscribe. I will see you the next time.